Now it is my pleasure to introduce our opening keynote speaker, Nick Buettner, Executive Producer of Blue Zones Expeditions.
You know, I'm going to try something a little bit different today, something that I haven't done before. How many of you think that you live to 90, and not only think, but actually want to? Raise your hand. What I want to do today is spend the next 45, 50 minutes to take you to the places in the world where people are living the longest lives, and to share with you some lessons as to how they're doing it, not only as individuals, but perhaps more importantly, how they're doing it as a community, where they have a high number of centenarians, where they have low rates of middle-age mortality, and they're living well into their 70s, 80s, and 90s with a fraction of the disease that we have here in America. So what we did is we partnered with National Geographic, found the 5 demographically confirmed places in the world where people are living the longest life. They have 7 good years longer than the average American, 5 times as many centenarians, 1/5 the rate of breast and colon cancer, and 1/6 the rate of cardiovascular disease. They gossip about the day. They argue about who that guy liked best back in 1939. It's a place where 102-year-olds are still driving bicycles. 104-year-olds are actively chopping wood, and they can beat somebody 65 years their junior in arm wrestling. Never did these guys wake up one morning at 50 and say, you know what, I want to live till I'm 100. I'm going to go on that Blue Zone diet so I can spend more time with my kids, or I'm going to join that health club and start exercising and shed those pounds. For them, it was part of their environment that helped them, that gave them their longevity, that helped them live that longer life. We've actually had these places tested, and then we partnered with some of the best scientists and researchers that traveled with us to these locations, and we distilled out 9 commonalities, 9 traits that flew through region to region, and we call them the Power 9. If you don't tell Dan, I'm going to give away the book and tell you what the Power 9 is. That's all right. The answer doesn't lie in Washington. The answer doesn't lie with large pharmaceuticals or other healthcare companies. It lies with us. It lies with our communities. Is your community sprawling out, or is it revitalizing back into that center, back into that nucleus? What do you want? What do you want your community to be like? People need choices. People need ways to be engaged. They need fun activities other than going to the restaurants or going to movies and eating too much popcorn, so that one day we can all wake up and look to that person lying next to us in our bed and saying, you know, I kind of feel sexier at 105 than I did at 104. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it.